Just came back from work and I'm just sitting here thinking about how ridiculous mental health issues actually are at their integral sense, because it's literally your own mind defeating you. It's kind of hilarious, this phantom abstract thing. Of course, it has a tangible occurrence where there's brain matter, there's gray matter, which is being like daily investigated beyond electric shock treatment and lobotomies now, because need to be humane. It's bewildering and bizarre what toll it can take in every aspect of your life. It holds no prisoners. It honestly incapacitates you to a certain extent until you, of course, learn to coach your mind to be more a servant than a dictator. But that takes a grit that you need to dig in so deeply within yourself to find. It's more than just changing routine or changing mannerisms and changing behavior and increasing self-care and learning to say no or isolate or prioritizing oneself. It takes true love of your own being, true love of something higher than you, bigger than you, far more purposed than you to accomplish it. And then once you over that hill and you remember, or you have bouts where you slip back in, how ridiculous it is. But I'm not trivializing it in any sense. I'm not minimizing it. It's actually quite gargantuan, really. Like mammoth. It distorts everything in the most incredulous of ways. And once you get these toolkits, it's so fun to share them because you make people skip the entire forlorn stage of digging deep and starting from scratch on their own to find it for themselves, because there's really no language really for it. Although it's become like a fad, still a language hasn't been discovered for it in a real sense. It's beyond just drink water and like walk in the sun. You have to be intentional when you're walking with the sun. You have to be intentional when you're drinking your water. You have to really like regain a sense of presence, because it makes you dissociate, depersonalize, derealize, detach. And you can miss out on moments which are very integral to the entire aspect that is existence. So I'm just having this as not a white flag or not a red flag, a green flag. Green tea, lemon flavored, delicious. I have an addictive personality. Like, these herbs be having me wired. But anyways, c'est la vie. Yeah. But God is willing, God is able. And when people say we are our own gods, in a sense, because God created us in his own image, which is quite the compliment, quite the love letter, actually. So there is a power within that resides, but sometimes you have to source power from elsewhere. And those who've been like thrown to the bat, like cornered with nowhere else to go, nowhere that places. You don't, it's almost a phenom. You wanna like make habit of that place, just a visitation. And even then, not regular. Because it's draining as it is invigorating at the same time, like simultaneously. And none is mutually exclusive. Like you can't Venn diagram it either. But happy days, we live, we thrive, we survive. We find new mannerisms and we soar. So that's good. Tea makes me feel so good. Find what makes you feel good and relish in it. That's the challenge of today. Bless.